Hello again, welcome back. Jag Inc. Raid Shadow Legends video, Starter Edition, Day 3. Today we're going to go to the shop and get our free gifts. They are goodie bag. Take our free gifts, get out of here, collect them. The mats that we're getting is for the forge, and when we get to 30 we'll be able to use those mats. But every day when you check in, you're checking your day. Every day when you get on, and you're going to do your daily login rewards, obviously. Which, let's see what we got. Nobody can use any of the jewelry until you get to 4-star, 5-star, 6-star. 5-star ascended, 6-star ascended. But when we get to 4-star, like say we bring Caleb or War Priest, we'll be able to put a ring on them. Let's see what we did get in our thing. So we got 1 Sacred Order, 1 Dark Elf, 1 High Elf, 1 Orc. So we have War Priest, Sacred Order, Kale, Dark Elves. We didn't get a Bannerlord, but we only have one Dark Elf ring, and 2 of our characters are Dark Elves. Alright, so on the first week, all of the keeps will be open. As you can see, this is our 3rd day. There's basically 3 more days till they close, and then they'll rotate. The Void will be open on Sunday, Spirit on Monday, or Force on Monday, I can't remember. But anyway, they go in succession, and so you farm them when they're open. But at the beginning, or the first part of the week, or I mean the first week that you play, they're all open. So if you wanted to go in, oh, sorry, not this one. If you wanted to go in and look at the dungeons, clear stage 3 of the Magic Keep, that's going to take a little bit of doing. We can try it. Magic, Force, stage 2 of the Void Keep, and stage 3 of Spirit, and then stage 3 of Arcane. So when we do that, we get a blue shard. Okay? With the blue shard, we can summon definitely, well, I say definitely. The chances of an ancient shard, we're definitely going to get a rare, possibly an epic, potentially, maybe a legendary, possibly. But we're not going to summon right away. Like I'll be able to go in there right now. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through the Magic Keep, Force Keep, and the Void Keep. I'm going to bring you back in when we get the shard. Okay, welcome back. I finished all of them. And so we're going to claim this reward, and then claim our shard. So let's look at our dailies. Alright, so those are our weeklies, dailies. Fight in arena, summon 3 champs. Alright, so let's at least do that. We're going to summon our mystery shard, just 3 singles. Maybe we'll get lucky with something that we might like. Not him. And that's a common, not him. Frost skin. So freeze. It's a pretty big heal though if they lose a lot of turn meter. But anyway, so we've completed our 3. Oh, something else is free. Both of them. So we have 2 shards now. Summon 3 champs, increase the champion's level in the tavern. Alright, so in the tavern, I will say that on my main account, I I tend to not use these, only for the daily. I do enough just for the daily, and I don't always use potions. So we pick someone we want to level up. So let's kind of speed her up a little bit and see what happens. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a potion. It should do enough in one. It costs us 7,000 silver. That's the thing that I don't like about using potions, or brews as they call them, sorry. Or even using other champs. I mean, if I push this champ in there, it's going to cost me 7,900 now. So it's going to cost me silver and a brew to level a character. Or I can go to the campaign, and wherever I'm at, say I'm on this, didn't want to start that. I forgot that I hadn't clicked through that. Okay, say I'm on this level, and I'm going to run it. Oh, cancel. Ally hits. Okay. It'll make sense here in a minute what I'm talking about as soon as we get to the end. Okay, so we're at the end. All right, so I received 2,100 silver. So I gained silver and I gained XP. So instead of costing me money, I made money and I made a shard, and there's a chance to even get, if I go back to the map, there's a chance to even get an extra champion to boot. So, which Spirit Hose removes all debuffs, then puts blocks buffs. Very useful. So we're hoping that we can gain her. But if I go, like I said previously, if I use these potions, then it costs me money to level. So I just find them useless. I mean, unless you're just in a hurry and you have buku amounts of silver, which silver and gems, and I would say energy, that's the three resources that you're always fighting to have enough of. So if you don't spend your silver needlessly. Now, as you can see, the Dungeon Diver, we earn points. Earn points by looting artifacts from dungeons and campaigns. So if we would have received a artifact on that last campaign that we ran, then we would have received some points. And then when we get up to 100, we'll get our first reward, 250, and so on and so forth. Which these are very needy, useful at the beginning. This will be useful, but that's pretty tall order, unless we're just leveling, running campaign or running dungeons. Alright, so when we made it to level 18, that opens up the market where you can purchase mystery shards. And let's see if the daily is in there. Purchase an item from the market. Alright, so when there's nothing that I want to buy, I don't want to buy this champ or this helmet. Although having speed artifacts are good, this helmet is not worth it. Worth the 13.5. But if I buy the mystery shard, oh, look at that. We want that. Well, they just dangling the carrot. Alright, so we're going to unlock this one. Spend 2,000. Then we're going to unlock this one. And then we are going to purchase an ancient shard. Like I told you before, ancient shards are what gives us rares, epics, or legendaries. So potentially there's a chance to get a legendary out of one of those. So a $200,000 bet, 200,000k silver bet to get a legendary possibly, that's worth it. And they don't come in the shop very often. So when you do see them, you pick them up. Okay. So there's our other daily. Make an artifact accessory upgrade attempt. So we got to attempt to upgrade an artifact 4 times. Let's see where we're at on these. Okay, she has no upgrades. Let's up her defense. And it'll also up her crit rate at the same time. Because when it gets to level 4, it will upgrade the substat. Alright. That was 2 things. That was a challenge, which gave us energy. Perfect. All right, win campaign battle 7 times. So we're gonna do that first. All right, so I'm gonna go through Narbup, and since I'm gonna be leveling or playing, I'm gonna go ahead and collect this 1 day. As I told you yesterday not to collect it, or the last video. Now that's going to give us 100% increase to our XP. So let's see 1 second. Let's go back to the match and double check our missions here. Cleared stage 4 of Durham Forest on normal. Okay, so that is what we need to do. Oh, wrong one. Durham Forest. We're on stage 2, and we're gonna hopefully pull Spirit House. A defensive champion. Increases defense in dungeons by 30%. That's helpful. We could even get him. Let's see. I'm hoping for a decreased defense. That's all. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll run 1 through 7. I'll get our gear here, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, welcome back. We finished Durham. It says win 4 critical rate artifacts from clearing Durham Forest stages on normal. I'll do those 4, and I'll bring you back in. So we're going to use magic. We're going to farm magic and try and win 3 potions. I don't think we can beat number 4. It's possible. Let's just do it here. A multi-battle is when you have finished a level, beaten it. You can set it up for multi-battle. Change it to, we only need, actually, I'm not even gonna know. Well, we can start with 3. See if we can get it in 3, 1 each time, or possibly what's going to happen is we're going to get 1 or 2 in one of them, or even quicker than that. Who knows? We might get 3 this time. I didn't look and see what the chances of you getting one or the other. But as you can see, she puts up a shield based on her hit points. We can basically have to knock through the shield, as you figured that out when you did the spirit keeps up to number 3. But with our starter characters, which they give us, I mean, we did get Valerie from a drop out of the first campaign. So it didn't even give us one. Oh well. Then the multi-battle will start on its own. A couple seconds in between. As you can see, we're kind of just walking through. Kale goes, and then our other attack champion goes. Apothecary here is an excellent healer. A lot of people spend a lot of time trying to get him, and then there's sometimes people get multiples, which is frustrating to the ones that can't summon him. But if you do happen to get some in your first rare legend or in your ancient shards, count yourself very fortunate, because it's a very good end game as well as beginning game tune. I never really hunt for a certain one. I just pull my shards when I decide to, and what I get is what I get, and then I play with how it gives it to me. But I was hoping for at least one of these would give us 2. I'm probably gonna have to hit it again. So we have minimal gear on our champions, minimal, just what we get at the beginning. And they seem to be doing fine. We haven't had an issue yet. Well, there's 2. We need 1 more. We haven't had an issue with anything we've come up against. Now, I know I'm playing this while you're watching, basically. I do skip out and run it, but as far as the video goes, each day, that's what I do. I don't play this when I'm not on camera. So I am sure that you guys are farther along. You've probably farmed all of what I'm talking about, and at some point, well, after the first run through the campaign is going to be as I play daily. What you see, and that's what I do. Then I come back tomorrow, it's in the same spot. After that, then I'm going to skip through. Because I don't need to reiterate how each dungeon works or how each campaign works. So we got our 3. So then we'll progress, or as our group progresses, clear stage 7, which I did already. Remember, I had said to go ahead and go all the way through. Now here's where it gets specific. Win gauntlets with attack percentage as the primary stat. Remember I said about trying to get the gloves with crit rate? Well, this is asking us to go back to the sewers. Why do I always push that? Back to the sewers of Arna, going down to the gauntlets, and battling through until I get a specific attack percentage here. So these are the different. You can get 1, 2, and 3 star. Here's the difference between the two. They start out at 1%, 2%, 4%. You do have the opportunity also to get a uncommon instead of a common. And then the option down here for the boss level is you can get any one of these, but it potentially could be a 3-star rare. That's the only benefit. But you never know what you're going to get. So you might be farming that one for gloves and get a 3-star chest or a 3-star boot, a 3 over and over, and not get what you want. So when I'm farming for a piece of equipment at this level, I specifically go, I need a hat, a helm. I'm going to go on the helm until I get what I want. Like say I want an uncommon. And how I determine that, what I need or what I want, is I go to my character, I look at what he's running, which Kale's in all epic 3-star. So you're not going to find any in the sewers of Arnok that's better than this. Unless it's specific to maybe up in his speed. A 3-star speed potentially could be better than this boot that is a HP percentage. But for the most part, you're not going to get any better. So for the most part, right now, Kale is set. She could use some upgrades. No, actually, I forgot we put epic 3 stars on her. So she's set. So I think all we need, we can upgrade this weapon. Potentially a 3-star uncommon. Same with this helm. Same with the shield. And then we could upgrade her helmet, her gloves, which I would like to get, not crit damage, but I'd like to get some crit rate on her. Pardon me. So here we go. We go into the dungeon. You go to this position. She needed a helm. We fight through and see. See if we can get a 2-star helm or maybe an uncommon helm that's better. Well, it's a better helm, 2-star, but it's not uncommon. So we're trying to get an uncommon one. So we'd replay it again. If you don't want to replay it manually on each one, you can click the multi-battles and hit it 30 times and see what you get. If nothing else, for the ones, some more money. For the ones you don't want, for instance, let's go into our group. And let's say we don't want any 1-star. I click the sell button here. Click on the 1-star. And just go through and take all the 1-stars out. And I would get 7,000 silver. So I'm not going to do that, and the reason I'm not is because I noticed there's crit rate gauntlets right here. So if I wanted up somebody's crit rate, I'm still under the cell. I was like, why wouldn't it let me upgrade? I can upgrade it to 21% crit chance if I wanted to go that high. I wouldn't take level 1s past 4. So level 2s I wouldn't take past 4. 3s to 8. Then maybe I might take these 3 epics to 12, but I don't want to use the silver to level this up to gain that little bit that I will gain, and it costs the amount it does. So I'm going to end the day here. We're at level 19. Our characters, our starter characters that they give us, except for Valerie, obviously, we did get a drop. But if you want Valerie, all you have to do is run any one of these until she drops. You get XP, you get shards, and other champions possibly. So we're gonna just, like I said, stop here and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like the content. If you want to see more, comment below on what you want to see. Maybe you want me to go a little faster or do a little more, possibly. Let me know what you think. I'm only doing this to prove or show that it doesn't take a lot of money to buy ancient shards and void shards and sacred shards to gain these characters here, possibly to be able to do the content. You can do them from down here. There's a lot of good rares and a few uncommons. I'm trying to think, where is he at? Oh, for instance, okay, I'm in the wrong one. It's in the other one then. For instance, this uncommon here, with this attack here, defense and enemy max HP. On my main character, I have him at level 60, and I use him in the dungeon here. So it doesn't take certain characters. There's many characters that you can use to accomplish what you need. Now the only problem sometimes, well, not the problem, but specifically, for instance, specifically for the faction wars though, if I go in the high elf, let's see I have no high elves. I can only use high elves. So that dungeon's closed to me at the moment. I can go in here, use my Kale, and win some. It doesn't even show. Win some glyphs, HP glyphs, and you want to do those daily. They reset daily. I don't know if you noticed. Wow, I didn't realize that they stay open the first 3 days, and then I guess because I started with Kale, that this one stays open. So I could have been farming this every day, and I wasn't even thinking about it. But this one's closes in 3 hours and 9 minutes, which puts it at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Same with this one. And then the next ones that will open up will be apparently nothing. Do we have any barbarians? No. Okay. Let me run one and show you real quick before I jump off of here. Just one time through. I'm going to set it up to 2, put it on auto. He should walk right through it. We should have been coming in here for the first 2 days, or when we were eligible, by the way. Excuse me. Well, we received mats and also that, and it cost a key. Right now we have 11 keys. So if I click on 2, let's say for instance I click on 2, and something happens and we don't beat them. So I leave the battle. We still have 11 keys. It doesn't cost you if you fail. So you can always try the next level or try the next level. And then if you don't beat it, go back to the previous level and at least gain glyphs. And then you take the glyphs when you're in here, say for instance Kale, and we want to up his gloves. Let's say I upgrade, enchant, I have 1 HP. I click on HP, boom, now I have 75 more on that item. And I can speed, percentage, just depends. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below, let me know what you think. Maybe tell me I'm a bumbling idiot, whatever, just something. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying or what I'm doing, or maybe you want to see something different. And I'll catch you next time.